Hey guys and gals, let's build and take a look at the F1 Garage and Mercedes AMG and Alpine cars by LEGO City Formula 1. This is set number 60444, contains 678 bricks, retails for $79.99, and the set was provided by the LEGO Group for early reviews, so thank you LEGO. And yeah, that title is so long on these, I'm getting tired of reading all that. And then the first thing we're going to take a look is the stickers. That's a lot for this, and this is obviously broken down into separate vehicles. Boy, don't those look familiar? Are we regurgitating stuff? And then we're going to be building the garage, probably in a separate installment. So there's 6 bags, and I think I'm going to do in this installment is bags 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6 in the latter installment. So that's my plan. So you do have 6 numbered bags. And in addition to that, get those out of the way for you. You also get a little bag of tools. And these were floating at the bottom, which is 2 8x16 high gloss tiles. Get enough of those, you can tile your bathroom with that, huh? And yeah, it doesn't look too bad, but I mean, I think we've seen this car before a million times. It tells me it's going to be compatible. Well, let's begin. Let's build it. Starting with bag 1. You should get some nice blue-green pieces. That's kind of cool. And then... And yeah, and in all fairness, guys and gals, I'm tired of doing F1 sets. Every time I see those, I'm like, okay, I got to get them done. Well, comes with the bricks every, so that's good. If this is the first time you're tuning in, this is considered my raw reviews before I finalize them and condense them down. All sets start at 10, and we just chip away if necessary. Alright, and that's how we're going to do it. Let's start the minifigure first. It's been kind of wanting to get warm here. We've been in the 70s now, so it's been kind of depressingly hot here, and it's not feeling like Christmas. Today is the 20th of December 2024. So, and yeah, I'm kind of just burned out of doing the same old vehicle builds. So if you get this set or any of these, you're not getting special cars. You're getting different color cars, but they're just the same old, just reskinned. You can probably reconstruct a lot of these with your existing collection. There we go. She's done. And yeah, you don't sound too excited. No, I don't. Because it's the same exact build and just different colors, different logos. That's kind of cool though, but it's kind of getting boring. So I'm gonna try to get through this one real quick here. And I've been kind of just doing some odd jobs here and there, just passing the time away and just surviving the holidays. And honestly, my bunch makes it depressing, so I just stay back here as much as I can. That's pretty much what I've been doing. And a lot of the stuff that I want to get done, I have to wait until after the 1st. So I don't really have a lot of free time right now. It's just once I've been thinking about just taking off summertime and just doing that, but my assistant has kids and she likes taking off the summer months. And I said, well, I will take off winter months. And that's what I do. So her and I are in agreement. Said, okay, you work winters, or you work summers, and I'll work winters. Or no, yeah, I'll work summers and you work the winter. So, I mean, that haven't been said, you know, but I kind of just, I don't know. Anyways, though, I did do a review on one of these sets, and I very rarely ever have to revise my review. I gave it one of these sets a failing grade just because I thought it was missing a part. It was just wedged in the manual, so I really need to keep... I got to find a place to put these manuals at because a lot of the parts are starting to roll inside of them. So I need to come up with a method, make a lectern or something, and put these in so we're not losing the parts everywhere. So I got to come up with a plan somehow. I have a lectern that I use for the phone, but I don't know. We're missing another one of these. But yeah, doing the same set builds is getting kind of tiresome. You know, wait till we get to the garage. But we got two vehicles ahead of us right now. We got this one and we got the one coming up. And I mean, the teal color's fine, but I'm honestly getting bored of doing a marathon. And I have a bunch of other themes, but this was the last one on the list. And I'm looking for black pieces. How fun. I got a bunch of... Guys and gals, I promise, I have more colorful stuff coming up. I know, I looked in the Lego room. Well, not the Lego room, the shop. It may be a Lego room one day. I looked in there. I have a bunch of colorful stuff coming up. It's just... Right now I'm doing these. But the order you're watching them in, you might see a mix of everything. Okay. Alrighty. And yeah, it's just been kind of... right now I'm also rendering up some files too, the 3D speed build things. There we go. Which reminds me, I gotta go check on them. Right back. Okay, sorry about that. All right. And, you know, I'd rather do that than this. I'm getting the speed builds done. Last night I was editing a review and I thought, I got to get on that now. You know, that has to be done. So I thought, well, I'll do that real quick. And that's what I did. You know, it feels like I'm straining over here. There we go. Much better. So I ended up getting that done. I wish they'd tell me what parts, put highlights on them or something, Lego. Because sometimes even I get confused. There we go, got that on there. Could I have built both these cars at the same time? If they were the same color, yes, but they're just the same pieces, just different colors. So no, it would not have been possible. Maybe I should have done it for a challenge, but this is one of those sets that I'm honestly just tired of looking at. It's like if I were to do Friends or Creator, you know, I need to get something more colorful. I promise you there will be some more colorful builds. This one's kind of dark and gloomy. Oh, we got one of these in this color, but I need more than just one. I had another viewer get angry because I wasn't posting tutorials that he wanted to see. Yeah, I'm overdue. I got to make that video and just be like, guys, you know, my personal life is wrapped up so tight right now, and I just can't do Lego like what you want, and just make a video on it. Because apparently if I write it in the thing, most people don't read it, you know. The days of me dedicating a lot of time to this are pretty much over. And then this goes here. I mean, these are not bad race cars. They're the same old thing over and over and over again. That's essentially what we're doing. And we got the driverless car, the driverless car where it drives itself. It likes to crash into things. Okay, these are duplicates, so we're just going to do it like that. And I have a couple of tutorial ideas. One of them is going to be a mock more than a tutorial. It will have a building guide attached to it, but in order to get to it, I got to get through about 35, 40 sets. So I have a long ways to go before I even think about customs right now. But already, rest assured, you're still going to get your Friday tutorial. Views on tutorials have dropped so much on the main, I'm going to start rubbing them out. Pretty soon you'll see nothing but reviews and just mock tours. And then somebody asks for a tutorial, I'll just point and say, that's where you can purchase the building guide. Not that I want to have people purchase them, I want it to be free, but I guess more people want to purchase now. We got that out of the way. They have you do one side, but I'm doing both sides now. They're pretty much the same. This is meant for kids, so obviously they're going to break down the building guide a bit more for them. You can always use these, but I need really only use 2, but 4, even 6, 8's even better. Okay. I got a question though. Why do I accept these sets if I'm not happy with them? Because I don't know what I'm getting half the time. It's like a surprise. Sometimes I get a surprise set, and sometimes I get a surprise. It's like, surprise, you're gonna have to build this. Oh, or surprise, we're gonna have to build this. Cool, 2 different surprises. One's like, oh, then one's oh. I'm sure though, if you're into this should be a lot of fun. But I'm looking for collaborative builds. Looks like this one is it. So you and 2 other buddies can put this together. All right, we're going to put this together and warm it up so I can bend it. Okay. Yep, there we go. And then now we got to put the tires on. There's always one that's upside down. Okay, and then now we got to put them on the bearings. I mean, it's not a bad race car, but this is built exactly like the other one. So if you got the other sets, or you're planning on getting them, I'm sure they're all compatible with one another. And yeah, that's it for bag number 1. Not too bad, and that finishes up booklet 1. All right, we're going to move on to booklet number 2 and bag 2. And you guessed it, it's the same race car, just in a different color. But hopefully we'll get some nice, unique pieces out of this one. Okay. All right. At least it's printed. Yeah. I was looking at the sets I still have to review, and I try to plan out. I'm trying to get all the big ones done first, so the little ones are just not too bad. And right now I'm already starting to release some of the other sets on the main channel, or the secondary, which is this channel here. And right now, if you've already seen the Friends sets getting released, I think it's the Apartments and Shops. That's what I'm releasing right now. And once I get that done, that'll be it. I'm trying to find a visor for that. Yeah, you can tell by my voice, though, I'm kind of just... This is... But you know what? Here's the deal. It's the last one I can survive. Because I want to do some other sets than this. I tried to mix them up, but I thought, how much more of these do I have left? I only have 5 of them, so I can get them done. So that's another driver. But I really need to get into editing videos. So this is exactly the same as that one. The same car, different skin. Same thing though, it's the same exact build. Same thing. I mean, it's built exactly the same way. It's not like it's the same vehicle, or it looks the same but built completely different. Now this one's built exactly the same, just different colored parts. And then now we're going to get this done here. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to split this video down into a few installments. We'll see though how long this takes, but so far it's 15 minutes for just that. And I don't want to make these installments so grotesquely long that even I'm getting kind of tired of them. So I'm trying to break this one down just a little bit. I'm waiting to hear some of you chime in and tell me that these are boring. I still read comments on this channel, but if you really want to comment and get a response, you comment on my main channel on things. I know it sounds kind of weird, but those comments there I'm more interactive on. This channel right now, I'm still trying to build it up and put it together, and it's hard to manage 2 channels right now. It's my goal eventually is this is going to be the full review channel. I mean, I've done this before. I've recolored some of my own builds because I get the colors to actually make something that I really want. But at least we haven't got to the stickers yet. Honestly, it's just... move these stickers over here. Trying to find the, oh, there it is. Alpine. One thing I think about Alpine is Alpine Audio. Alpine, Kenwood, Jensen, Sony, that kind of thing. A lot of those now are, a lot of those electronic companies now, they're just not building good stuff like they used to. We were talking about that on call the other night. It's like, man, what's with everything just being throwaway items now? You know, it's kind of sad. We're talking about how TVs were, you know, back then TVs would last you 25, 30 years. You know, I have some old Zenith System 3s, the early models, and they're still working. You know, I just need their maintenance, but they're still working on the original parts. And versus the junk that's rolling off the assembly line now, it just doesn't last too long. It lasts for a few years, and it's a throwaway item. It's not meant to be repaired. And Because what can you do when it's SMD components? You just have to toss it and buy another one. Where your grandma's old floor console television would be there for hundreds of years. The thing was big and heavy, and it took 20 football players to lift it up. Now it's kind of like those days where, well, we just throw it away when it's broken and buy another one. It's just cheaper that way. Imagine back then, though, when people's TVs broke, they fixed them because it was an investment item. You looked at the price of televisions at the big box store, you can get an 80-inch for like $300 or $400. It may not last you as long, but you have one, you know. And I have an old 13-inch color TV with remote from the 80s, and it sits in my shop. It's for more retro gaming than anything. Got a bright, colorful picture, still turns on and works, and yeah, you know, it still functions. And the more stuff I'm getting in the shop now is just LCD and all that stuff. I know early plasma TVs would last for a long time. Now it's the thing I'm getting now is my TV's got a purple spot on the screen. Okay, is it flat screen or is it a CRT? Oh, it's a flat screen. Oh. Okay, your backlit is starting to go. Not a whole lot I can do about it, I'm sorry. It would be cheaper for you to buy a new one. Yeah. I remember when I was getting into the whole repair gig, I remember a 25-inch TV tube would cost you about $150. Or you take it to Hawkeye and they'd rebuild it for you. But those days are long since gone, so I can't do that anymore. We were talking about repair shops are a thing of the past. Yeah. It's like I know some of you commented about the clock repair shop. How many people get their clocks repaired? A clock now is considered a throwaway item unless it's like a vintage grandfather clock. Yeah, those are not throwaway. That's a piece of furniture. You still get clock makers out there, but clocks now are just one of those items that we just toss when they're done. Now I did have a comment. Why don't I just talk about nothing but Lego stuff in here? Because it gets boring. And I'd be talking about the same junk over and over and over again. But this set here has pretty much common stuff that I've seen in the past, just in oddball colors like these. I don't think I have really any of these in that color. So it's not really a whole lot to talk about here. I'm just plugging away here getting these done. And because really after a while building the same model over and over and over again just in different colors gets kind of dry. It's not a bad set, it's just the same old cookie cutter stuff. Okay. Like that. Makes it a little softer and pliable. Except that did that. It's kind of a crude method. Jay, you just sound kind of bored through this. Yeah, you don't know how bored I am. Maybe we get to the garage, it'll get a little bit more exciting, but to me, this feels like this is being dragged out. It feels like I've been here for like an hour already. Somebody's junk car going. Oh no, and I gotta go check something after I get done with this, but that's it. And did I forget to put a rim on? Yes, I did. Maybe we should leave it like that, because that was the cool thing back when I was younger, leaving one of your rims off. And that's what we have remaining for bag 2. That concludes booklet 2. And we're just going to set our race car drivers in here now. When I review this, I'll just pull them out real quick, but they can just sit in there. You don't even have to just push them down in there. Just leave them like that. And are these coming apart, Lego? Are we starting to cheapen out on that? And I didn't have the other ones come off, or I just don't really care, but there we go. And look, they're exactly the same vehicle. If I were to bring the other ones over here, they'd be the same thing. And yeah, so they're all compatible. And so far, the build qualities, I'd say, is decent on these, except for these coming out. But build experience, it just feels average to me. All right, now we're going to move on to bag 3. And you're going to need building guide 3. So 3, 4, 5, and 6 are indeed in another building guide. So I'll set these off to the side here. And yeah, so this one's at least bound. Let's see here. I'm starting to get a lot of these, which are cool. I need them in various colors. So there's 6 minifigures. So far we've done 1 minifigure per bag because there's another one here. Brick separators included. What's the score right now? I'd probably say a 9.9 because of those over there. That one, they kept coming off, but nothing major. And that's where we're going to start right there. You're going to need 1 tile piece. No, you're going to need both tiles. I wish these were matte. But all of these are smooth. You can put stickers on them or stuff like that. Some people even use a silk screen machine, which I do have. Put this in a silk screen and put my own graphics on those. But I like plain Jane parts. Okay. Yeah, out here they had to put some safety poles around our gas meters because apparently somebody had hit their gas meter and blew up a house or caused a problem, and they have that head there. And so they were targeting houses who were businesses or had driveways on the side or loading docks. Well, mine's not considered a driveway, but I have a garage in the back and they consider that as a loading dock. So yeah, I said, and they put this pole in. I was like, well, if they take out the bricks, they're going to put them back the way they were. And they did. It looks pretty good. I went out there and checked. I thought, okay, well, as long as it's put back, I don't care. And they didn't break my bricks. They're still there. So, because I would have been not in a great mood. Because I would use those bricks somewhere else. But I went out there and checked and everything looked okay. California and its dumb rules. You know, some places, I know some of my buddies, they tell me that some places where they're at, books are banned, abortion's illegal. Out here, that stuff's legal. You can do it. You can light up a joint if you want. And, but if it comes to your property, the government can still tell you what you can and can't do with it. That and the cost of living is so high. I don't know. No matter where you go, you're going to be told what to do by a suit and tie in an office somewhere. Okay, I'm always looking for 1x3x3 corner plates. There they are. It doesn't matter what color, they come in handy. So that's what I had to stop and take a look here and see what they did. Alright, so we need to get some of these friction plates. And yeah. So far the color palette on this is, the cars were okay, but this is like your typical white and gray build. And black. Lego's getting more normal colors and stuff, but after a while, let's pull these hinges out and put them over here. I'm kind of just want to build something with bright, cheerful colors that rekindles my childhood things and stuff like that. But you know, okay, these go like this. I don't know why we're using the friction there, unless they're meant to hold on to something. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, apparently they said today on the news that today's going to be a heavy travel day. How many people I bet are probably watching my videos in an airport somewhere waiting for the day to go away? Now, is this a duplicate? Indeed it is. So this is a mirror, and we'll need that. So I think there's somebody out there watching my videos. If you're watching this in an airport terminal waiting for your flight, let me know in the comments. I may do that on the main channel. Like, how many of you are watching me at an airport right now? Like, oh, I'm Jay, I'm bored. Well, come where I'm at, it's boring. It's sunny outside, it's clear. It's like a spring day. Do some gardening or something, you know. I think I'm going to do that when I get off. I'm going to ask that question on my main channel. I mean, how many of you guys and gals will be watching me at an airport waiting for your flight? Here's the deal. While you're sitting there waiting, I'll share my home space with you. How about that? So you could just make yourself at home until your flight has arrived. Or if you're going through a screening or something. It's a nice bull nose. There we go. And then we flip them back over. This is the one I'm building from the book. This is the one I'm doing over there. So be careful with this. Now you're going to have to hold under here because the studs will actually, you'll see the studs will protrude and you won't be able to get that to stay in. Okay. And then nail this with this piece here on the outside. This goes in here. I'm assuming like that with these in the back. And then this one goes here. Like that. You know, until this day, except for going to my grandparents', which was usually in another town, I never really left on the holidays. But my family's not that big to begin with, so let's pull this up a little higher for you here. Alrighty, let's get that ready to go for you. Okay, we did that. Okay. There. Alright. And then how we rotate it around. Now, looks like we get some 1x2s. And yes, we got more boring white. Isn't that cool? All those bright, colorful Lego bricks we see all the time that Lego advertises. And what are we doing? White. They have some hinges here that are closed. So these are never meant to be open. So that tells me these are stops. I've seen Lego use these for stops lately for a lot of things because they can protrude out. It's enough to just, you know, grab onto something. So that piece is very universal, not only just as a hinge, but as a stop. Yeah, I'm debating if I should just film this all in one sitting and just have it done. It's 700, it's almost 800 pieces. So I think that's what it is. I can't remember now. So yeah, it's almost 700 pieces. I think I could probably do it, but it'd be a very long installment. And I'm trying to break away from doing that. Yeah, I'm kind of curious though. I may ask that question and see how many of my viewers are watching me from an airport or on their flight. Like, I want to see what Jay's doing. Oh, he's lucky. He's at home right now. He's not waiting for his flight. I don't know who's really lucky. You're spending time with your family. Okay. And this goes here. Yeah. I wonder how good and strong this is going to be, though. So far, it seems... let's take a look here. These come off here real easily, but the platform seems okay. Yeah. Well, a purple brick in here? Where did that come from? Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I think Lego kind of sneaks a little color in here for humor. Like, oh, we promise we're going to give you a little color. Just a little bit. Just so we can hide it behind all the white parts. Maybe white's cheaper to make. I don't know. Collecting white bricks was kind of a thing back when I was a kid, because white was not really a common color, and if you had it tended to get real dirty. That's before we learned how to clean our bricks and stuff too. And yeah. All right, I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Now, looks like we're going to be adding some kind of functionality to this. So we're building mirrors here. We're just going to do it. And how I know that is because, well, they're on the same page. Well, they're in the same area we could read them. All right, and all right. So this one here goes right here, and this one goes here. Okay, I survived that bit of technic. All right, I think now I filmed about, we're at almost 30 minutes, about 40 minutes now. So I think I'm going to just break it down into 2 installments. Then I can focus on some other things than just working on this. Now, Lego, I'm surprised you didn't put a column brick in there, but hey, I'll take those. Good for making snow terrain. We all agree on one thing: a lot of our cities are not snow-based. So we got to make 2 of these now. Yeah, as an adult doing this stuff, it is very relaxing. I've seen a lot more adults, especially in the senior citizen community, getting into this really hardcore. It's just nice to put stuff together. And if you're putting this together with your grandkids, you're a cool grandparent. I had an uncle back when I was younger that used to do a lot of Lego stuff, and then I ended up moving away, hardly saw him, and we all kind of grew up from that point. And yeah, these go in here. So So far, it's just a typical average white Lego build. Nothing too fancy here. Now, is this a mirror here? We don't know, so I'm not going to risk it. Not even for the brisket. Not going to risk it today. But we do have other ones. And I'm not going to just throw away time right now, so we're just going to set this one here. There must be something that goes in the back there. And we got to find its mate. Lego, is this some kind of a joke? Okay, just making sure you weren't trying to tease me here. Yeah, a lot of these pieces, they're smaller than they should be, so I think Lego was trying to save lots, which in return gave you more pieces than the set really absolutely needed. Alright, and then this goes here. So that tells me that's one of the doors that swings open. So it looks like bag 3 just does the base of the garage. The base and possibly the back wall. I'm going to open it up all the way just to do that. So if it swings, you're still good. And then now we're going to work on this side. So it was a mirror. I wasn't too sure. And yeah, I wasn't going to, you know. Not sure what the balls are for, unless they're to keep it from falling in all the way. Okay, we got to build another little hinge. Oh, these are regulars. Yes, it's basically mirrors of these. Can't wait to get to some more of the friend sets. Put some commentary into this instead of just dry. I mean, these minifigures have no name until they're just your average minifigures to me. I mean, you know, yeah. Yep. And this goes here. And I'm going to leave it folded in like this. You can check it to be sure. And then now this goes in here. With one more hinge. Well, I'm going to fight it in there, am I? That does not want to go in, but make sure it still swings. Okay, we're good. I thought we were done, but no. We got plenty of more things to do here. That tells me we're mirrored here because we're doing alternatives. So I'm just going to pre-build these now. These go here, so it just uses a stop. Oh, I thought that would have stopped it. No, it didn't. Somebody lied to me today. Is that what happened? Of course, you got to do the same thing here, and you shove these here. And that concludes bag 3. And yeah, I would probably continue on, but I want to keep these installments kind of short on these. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is. We didn't tackle the stickers yet either. Summation of thoughts. Honestly, it's not a bad build. It's your typical Lego City set. except for the race cars, I'm gonna just put. Let's just set these here for the thumbnail. It's just kind of bland. Whoa. Here, we'll set you right there, and that'll be for my thumbnail. And am I pleased with it? It seems pretty sturdy, except for these. It's still at a 9.9. It's just an average set. I can't really say anything good about it. It's just average. It's white, gray, and boring at this point. So you can tell I'm not too excited. But I promise I have some more stuff coming in that's going to be a lot more colorful than this. But tell me what you think so far.